Building wealth is something most people desire but few achieve. Robert Kiyosaki, author of the best-selling book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, has become a renowned expert on financial education. His teachings emphasize not just earning money, but making money work for you. His insights challenge conventional beliefs about wealth building, urging individuals to think differently about their finances. In this video, we will explore 7 fundamental ways to build wealth based on Robert Kiyosaki's principles. These methods aren't merely about working harder but working smarter, creating assets that generate passive income, and ensuring financial literacy becomes a key part of your life. Number 1. Financial education. The foundation of wealth. Before you can build wealth, you need the knowledge to do so. Kiyosaki stresses the importance of financial education as the foundation for long-term wealth. He famously distinguishes between assets and liabilities and teaches that one must accumulate assets while minimizing liabilities. But what does that truly mean in the context of personal finance? What is financial education? To Kiyosaki, financial education is the ability to understand how money works. It's about understanding the difference between what you need, assets, and what you want, liabilities. Why do so many people struggle financially despite having high incomes? Could it be because they confuse liabilities with assets? Kiyosaki often contrasts his 2 dads, his biological father, whom he calls Poor Dad, and his best friend's father, Rich Dad. The difference between the two was their approach to money. Poor Dad believed in traditional education and working for a paycheck, whereas Rich Dad understood the importance of investing and making money work for him. Educate yourself about the basics of accounting, investing, and business. Read books on personal finance, such as Rich Dad Poor Dad, and take courses to understand financial statements and how to analyze opportunities. Number 2. Invest in real estate. The path to passive income. Kiyosaki is a big proponent of investing in real estate. One of his key wealth building strategies involves acquiring properties that generate passive income. But why real estate? Why real estate? Real estate, according to Kiyosaki, is one of the most reliable and profitable forms of investment. It's tangible, relatively stable compared to stocks, and provides passive income through rent. Furthermore, real estate has unique tax benefits, and as it appreciates, it builds wealth. Kiyosaki talks about how Rich Dad began buying rental properties early on. While many people thought owning real estate was risky or complicated, Rich Dad knew that with the right strategy, it could create an income stream that would eventually support him without working. How many people you know have worked hard for 40 years but still can't afford to retire comfortably? Could it be because they haven't leveraged real estate to create passive income? Start small by learning the basics of real estate investing. Study local markets, financing options, and property management strategies. Begin with rental properties or consider real estate investment trusts, REITs, if you're hesitant about directly managing property. Number 3. Leverage OPM, other people's money. One of the most powerful concepts Kiyosaki teaches is using OPM, other people's money, to leverage investments. Why use your own money when you can use someone else's? Leverage allows you to control more assets with less capital. The power of leverage. Leverage is one of the core principles behind growing wealth. By using other people's money, whether through loans, investors, or credit, you can amplify your returns. However, it's important to use leverage responsibly. If you don't understand the risks, you could end up losing everything. Kiyosaki frequently discusses how he used OPM when buying real estate. By financing properties with bank loans, he was able to keep more of his own capital for other investments. Even when things seemed risky, the appreciation of the property over time allowed him to build significant wealth. If you had the opportunity to borrow money at low interest rates to buy an income-producing asset, wouldn't it make sense to do so? Or would you rather wait until you can afford to pay for everything out of pocket? Understand the difference between good debt and bad debt. Good debt is used to acquire income-generating assets, while bad debt is used to buy liabilities. Learn how to manage debt, use it strategically, and leverage it to grow your wealth. Number 4. Start a business. Building assets that work for you. Starting a business is another pillar of wealth building in Kiyosaki's philosophy. He teaches that businesses are one of the most effective ways to create passive income. But what makes a business so valuable in the long run? Why start a business? A business, when done right, allows you to control your financial future. You don't just rely on a paycheck, and you can create multiple streams of income. However, starting a business requires knowledge, a good idea, and a solid business plan. Kiyosaki himself started businesses in various fields, including education and investing. He used the revenue from his business ventures to fund his real estate investments and other passive income strategies. Do you want to continue working for someone else, earning a fixed income, or would you prefer to build a business that creates value and generates money while you sleep? Look for business opportunities that align with your skills and passions. Start small, test your ideas in the market, and gradually scale. If you're risk averse, consider franchising or starting an online business that requires less upfront capital. Number 5. Develop multiple streams of income. Kiyosaki often emphasizes the importance of having multiple streams of income. Why rely on just one source of income, like a job, when there are many other ways to earn money? What is the importance of diversification? Having several sources of income helps mitigate risk. If one stream fails, others will keep the financial wheels turning. Kiyosaki himself didn't just rely on his real estate or business ventures. He diversified into stocks, royalties, and educational products. Kiyosaki doesn't rely on his books alone for income. He also earns from his business ventures, speaking engagements, investments, and even from the game, cash flow. If you lost your job tomorrow, how long could you survive without your primary income stream? Wouldn't it be better to have several income streams that could cushion you in times of financial uncertainty? Look at different income opportunities. Stocks, dividends, royalties, consulting, or even digital products. The more diverse your income, the more resilient your wealth building strategy becomes. Number 6. Mindset. Think like an investor, not an employee. The way you think about money is crucial to building wealth. Kiyosaki often says that the rich think differently about money than the poor or middle class. They think like investors, not employees. Developing an investor mindset. The investor mindset is about seeing opportunities, taking calculated risks, and understanding that wealth comes from making money work for you. Most people, according to Kiyosaki, are stuck in the employee mindset. They work for money instead of having money work for them. Kiyosaki's rich dad taught him to look for opportunities to invest, rather than just seeking a higher paying job. It was about understanding how money flows and looking at the world through a different lens. Do you see money as a tool to create freedom and security, or do you see it as something to trade for your time and labor? What if you could shift your mindset to focus on creating assets instead of working for a paycheck? Focus on creating opportunities and developing investments that generate cash flow. Start by understanding how successful investors think. Don't just rely on traditional job security. Number 7. Pay yourself first. Prioritize saving and investing. Kiyosaki advocates for the principle of paying yourself first. Before paying bills, before spending on anything, you should prioritize saving and investing. This habit ensures that you are always putting money toward building wealth. Why should you pay yourself first? By paying yourself first, you ensure that you are always putting money toward building assets. This simple habit can compound over time, making you financially independent. Kiyosaki often talks about how Rich Dad always saved and invested first, making sure that a portion of his income went directly toward acquiring assets that generated income, rather than spending it on liabilities or immediate gratification. How many times have you found yourself living paycheck to paycheck, with no money saved or invested? What if, instead of living for the weekend, you started paying yourself first and watched your assets grow over time? Set up an automatic transfer from your paycheck into an investment or savings account. Treat this as non-negotiable, and prioritize investing in assets that generate income. Building wealth isn't just about earning more money, it's about making smarter decisions with the money you have. By following Robert Kiyosaki's principles of financial education, investing in real estate, leveraging OPM, starting a business, developing multiple streams of income, changing your mindset, and paying yourself first, you can begin the journey toward financial independence. The question is, are you ready to start thinking like the rich? By taking action on these principles and staying disciplined, you can build lasting wealth and achieve financial freedom.